Welcome back to my channel. Myself Mrs. sᴜŒ. In my previous video, I have explained you about what is the meaning of integers and how to compare two given integers. Positive integers, negative integers, or a combination of positive and negative integers. The ones who have not seen that video, you can watch it as I have given it in the description box as well as on the I link given above. Let's move on to the first one, and that is what is the meaning of additive inverse in terms of integers. Students, it is very simple. Let me explain it to you in very short but in a very easy and systematic way. Understanding additive inverse, I have taken the same number line of integers where 0 is in the center, negative numbers are on the left hand side and positive numbers are on the right hand side. If you are in a classroom, the same thing you can do it on, you can draw this number line of integers on the blackboard. Go one step ahead, you can also draw it on the chart paper. Okay, for this you're just going to need this number line of integers and a simple toy so that it becomes a little interesting for students and the concept is drilled. Now this kangaroo is at number 0. From 0, suppose this kangaroo has moved 3 steps towards the right. So now he is at position number 3. Alright. Now again take that kangaroo at 0 and this time he is moving towards the left. If we take 3 steps towards the left, from 0 it is going to shift -1, -2 and -3. Similarly, suppose now the kangaroo, second example, the kangaroo is at 0. So from 5 steps towards the left, -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. So now he is at the number -5. If the same kangaroo from 0, he is moving towards the right but again at the 5 steps. So where he will land? Definitely students, you will say that is going to land at number 5. So what are additive inverse? Any value which we consider from the original number, the number is going to remain the same. There will only be a change of the sign. Like in the previous one, it was at position number 3. From left hand side, it moved to position number -3. In the second example, from 0, it went to -5. So additive inverse of -5 is going to be 5. So similarly, if I say what is additive inverse of -1, your answer will be it's going to be 1. What is the additive inverse of -2? It is going to be 2. Last example, what is an additive inverse of 4? It is going to be from 0, it is going to be -4. So additive inverse in short are the numbers. The number is going to remain the same. There is only and only going to be change with the sign. If it is positive, the additive inverse is going to be negative. If the number is negative, the additive inverse is going to be a positive number. I hope this concept is clear to you. Alright. Now let us move on to the next concept, and that is operation on integers. We know when we talk about operation of numbers, we have got addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So for doing this operation, we need some materials. A simple material like you can use a bottle cap if possible. If you don't have that, no need to worry. You can also work out with the cardboard. Okay, you just need to have 2 different color cardboards. One example I am showing it to you here. You can observe it. I have taken green color cardboard to represent positive plus ones and a yellow color cardboard to represent the negative numbers, that is -1. And just now, since we have learned opposite sign, that +1 and -1, it is going to be 0. Alright, so keeping these few things in mind, let us go on and start with the first operation, and that is addition of integers. Let us start with the first one, and that is taking 2 positive integers like +5 and adding +5 to again a positive number, that is a +3. So for this we are going to take the green tiles which are denoting plus. So for this plus presenting +5. Now to add +3 to it, we are going to take 3 more positive tiles, that is so that it becomes +3, and since we are adding, we are going to take them together. Now let's see how much we are getting. +5 and +3 is actually going to give you +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, +6, +7 and +8. So the final answer is going to be 8. Let us go on to the next one now. Now let us take a second example where we are adding the 2 negative numbers like -3 and -2. So for this we are going to take the negative tiles, -3 and -2 here. So actually when you take them together, what are we getting? -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. So thus our final answer is going to be minus 5. Okay. Given two examples, you might have understood that when we took two positive numbers, what we did is we have added the numbers and we have put the sign of positive numbers. Similarly, when we took two negative numbers, what we did actually with the number, we have added the numbers, but sign before that number, which sign we have put
negative sign.
Let us consider a third case where we are taking two numbers with different sign, like we are taking positive and negative number. So let's see in that case where we have two different sign, what answer do we get? So here we have taken plus 5. So for this we are going to take the tile of positive numbers. How many tiles we are going to take? 5 tiles we are going to take. Plus 5. And the negative number is minus 3. So now we are going to take 3 negative tiles. Minus 1, minus 1 and minus 1. And with the additive inverse, you might have understood that plus 1 and minus 1 is actually going to make it 0. Similarly, plus 1 minus 1 will be 0. Plus 1 minus 1 is going to give you 0. So you are just left with two positive numbers. So plus 1 and plus 1 is actually going to give you the answer as plus 2. In the fourth case, we are taking bigger value of negative number and smaller value of positive numbers. So the example that I have taken is minus 4 and plus 3. So when we have minus 4, we are going to take 4 negative tiles. And we have got plus 3, so we are going to take 3 positive tiles. So plus 1 minus 1 0, plus 1 minus 1 0, plus 1 minus 1 is going to give you 0. So you are left with minus 1. Stage, students, you can use the tile so that the concept is cleared in your mind. But every time using the tile is not possible. So just keep this simple rule in mind and this will be very easy for you to solve the sum. And two numbers with the same sign, with the number what you are going to do is you are going to add the numbers. But sign when you are going to place before it, you are going to put, if it is positive, two positive numbers, you are going to write positive. If it is two negative numbers, you are going to write negative. Alright. But if you have two opposite signs, like one is positive and other one is negative, or if one is negative number, bigger number is negative, and other one is positive. So that time what to do? You are going to subtract the given number. And which sign you are going to place before it? The sign of the greater number. If the greater number is having plus sign, you are going to write plus sign. If the greater number is having minus sign, before the number you are going to put the minus sign. I hope addition of integers is clear to you. Moving on to the next operation, let us see how to subtract the two given integers. Let's see the first case, 5 minus plus 2. So this time we are taking two positive numbers and we are subtracting it. So 5 we have written, and let's see the sign minus and plus. When I told you, when you have this opposite sign, what you are going to do is you are going to put a subtraction sign. Alright, so simply now what it has become 5 minus 2, and 5 minus 2, you are going to take 5 tiles of positive numbers, and from this you are going to take minus 2. So you are going to take 2 tiles of negative numbers. So plus and minus 0, plus and minus 0. So simply 5 minus 2 is going to give you the answer as 3. Alright. The next sum, we are taking two negative numbers and we are subtracting it. So the first number that we have taken is minus 3. And minus 3 we are subtracting it with minus 1. So there are two signs you can see adjacent to each other. And the two sign you will see is minus and minus. That is two negative numbers. And I told you when we have two negative signs, what we are going to do is we are going to put a plus sign. Alright. So now it became a simplified one. That is, we have a number minus 3 plus 1. So for this we are going to take minus 3. So 3 negative tile. And in that we are going to add plus 1 to it. So plus 1 we have added. So plus 1 and minus 1 became 0. We are left with two negative tile, minus 1 and minus 1. So minus 1 and minus 1, you are going to get the answer as minus 2. Understood, students? Third example, we are taking one positive number and one negative number. The positive number we have taken a bigger value and the negative number we have taken a smaller value. So we have taken 3 minus minus 2. So now we have got two negative signs together and just adjacent to each other. So we know minus and minus will give you plus. So actually the simplified version of this equation will be 3 plus 2. So 3 plus 2. So for 3 we are going to take 3 tiles here, and for 3 tiles of positive numbers, and for plus 2 we are going to take 2 tiles of positive number. 3 plus 2 is going to give you the value 5, which is again a positive number. In the next case, we are taking a bigger value of negative number and a smaller value of positive number, and we are going to subtract them. So we have taken minus 4. From minus 4 we are going to subtract plus 1. So let's simplify this part. Here we are having two opposite sign, minus and plus. So when we have two opposite sign, minus and plus is going to give you minus. So what actually the simplified equation will be minus 4. In that you are going to do minus 1. So minus 4 ke liye we are going to take 4 negative tiles, and for minus 1 again we are going to take 1 negative tile. So total how many tiles we got of negative numbers? 5 tiles of negative numbers. So minus 4 minus 1 is going to give you minus 5. Alright students, I hope you have understood two major operation on integers, that is addition and subtraction. So I end my video here. In my next video I will be explaining you how to multiply and divide the given integers. So till then, keep learning, keep growing.